I'm joined by UCO quarterback Clayton Creasey and wide receiver Ashton Schumann following UCO's 34-28 home win over Washburn. What was working for you all offensively out there today?
Late in the game, we were able to run the ball successfully and ice the game, so that's always quality. I think we finished the game with around 200 rush yards, so that's good. Opens up the pass game, We had the opportunity for some deep shots, and early we took advantage of that.
Yeah, I agree. O-line did what they were supposed to. They did their job. We saw some things we weren't expecting. We adjusted, IAO'd, made the plays we were supposed to. QB got the ball there, made the read, and all around great. Running backs played amazing. O-line played great. Quarterback made the throws, and receiver, our job was easy. We just had to catch it.
And Clayton, for you, making your first career start, how big was it having that additional bye week to prepare for this game?
It was big from a preparation standpoint as far as seeing the looks and things like that, but definitely kind of added a little bit of thinking towards it, honestly, during the bye week, I was kind of hoping to just get the game over and done with, but no, it's huge from the standpoint of preparation, and the coaches did a great job getting me prepared and working with me.
And for you, Ashton, this was your best game of the season so far. You had 10 catches, over 100 yards. What was your mentality going into the game that helped you have the night you had?
I just kind of approach this game as I do every game. We got to show up, we got to prepare. I had an extra week of preparation, learning a new position. It's the same concepts, same thing. I just went out there and did what I was supposed to, trusted my teammates that the ball was going to be where it was supposed to, and it was. So just made the plays. It was easy for me.
Hey Clayton, now you had the early turnover, but you were able to turn it on for a while after that. How were you able to quickly put that behind you and then start executing at a high level?
Well, obviously it's unfortunate. It's not how we wanted to start the game, but man, I got excellent teammates around me, coaches around me, picking me up, and it's what you prepare for. Nothing in practice is ever perfect. Lifting is hard all the time. Some workouts are hard, so every day since I've been here, we've prepared through hard stuff, and so we're ready for it.
And Ashton, now for you, your unit started off slow in week 1, but the past couple of weeks you all have shown steady improvement. What has been the key to that?
I was just trying to find a voice. Find who we are as a team. And we got a lot of great people around us, a lot of great coaches. And we're trying to find our identity right now. And just going forward, I'm trying to be a leader, from having past experience. So I'm just looking to move forward, keep pushing forward, and just keep getting better each and every week.
Now for you, Clayton, you earlier said that you just wanted to get the game over with. Well, now the game's over with. You won the game. And having this win now as a starter, what does this do for you heading into Northwest?
Man, it definitely adds some confidence, going in after a win. But man, I'm excited. The first game, obviously there's some nerves with that, and there's you kind of put some expectations on yourself, and now we can just go play, man. We can just go play ball. I got great teammates around me, great coaches, so I'm excited.
And finally, for you, Ashton, what do you want to improve on to continue this upward trend against Northwestern?
I feel like I can improve on every aspect. I feel like I can be a better leader on and off the field. I feel like I can just make more plays, be better schematically, and learning all the positions, and just knowing what to do, when to do it, and just prepare, just be better each and every week.
Well, gentlemen, again, congratulations and best of luck.
Thank you.
I'm joined by UCO All-American linebacker Jack Puckett following UCO's 34-28 win over Washburn. Jack, defensively, what was working for you all tonight?
Yeah, all around I was proud of our guys. We played fast. The D-line did a great job getting vertical all night and freeing up us backers to kind of run the alley and just scrape over the top. And then I'm proud of the back end. They stepped up in some crucial moments.
And then run defense-wise, you held them to less than 60 yards rushing. What was the big key there?
Yeah, so going into this game, they've definitely struggled to get their rush game going, and they got it going versus tonight a little bit with the Q run. Once again, D-line playing vertical and us playing extremely fast at the back end. That's all it took. We stayed in a lot of base stuff for us, but once they got to that quarterback line, we definitely had to load the box a little more. Went to some 4-down stuff and just fit it a little tighter, a little faster.
And I know some of you all are still banged up, but I felt like the guys that played, Reese got in there and then some guys up front. What can you say about those guys that stepped up today?
Yeah, we saw it versus Pittsburgh State, right? he had multiple 2s, 3s out there. And they played a great game. I mean, there's not much fall off with us. That's one of the things that makes us a really good football team is the depth we have at every single position. So super proud of those guys. And man, it's you can win a lot of games and become a championship caliber team if you have that type of game.
And as a front seven, you all had 4 sacks today. You were getting a consistent pass rush. How can you build off this heading into Northwest?
You know, I mean, we'll have to go out, turn on the film, and figure out some schematic things. But I've been super proud of the D-line this season. This is by far the most productive they've been since I've been here. And, like I said, we just have depth in that room, and it shows every single Saturday.
Well, Jack, congratulations again, and I'm wishing you the best of luck.
Thank you.
I'm joined by UCO head coach Adam Dorrell following UCO's 34-28 win over Washburn. Coach, you have an initial takeaway from the game today?
Yeah, you know, I told our guys I was very proud of them. You know, anytime you can win a game in college football at any level, I think it's harder than a lot of people think, and so very proud of them for winning. We had some guys step up in a big way tonight with some of the injuries we had, and you know, they didn't always play the best, but they're learning. You know, and I told them after the game, there's no fast forward button for progression. You know, especially at the quarterback spot. I thought our quarterback played a couple throws he'd like to have back, but again, I thought he played well tonight, managed the game, made some plays when we needed to. Thought our defense played really well tonight. I thought offensively we put them in a lot of bad positions with the turnovers, but overall I thought they responded really well. Special teams, some things there, but you know, the big takeaway is 2 or 3 turnovers, stupid penalties, and again, we talk about a stupid penalty as, you know, a pre-snap penalty, offsides, or a false start, a personal foul, things like that, and we just had too many of those again tonight. So self-inflicted wounds, and you know, against a more experienced team, Washburn's very young, you know, we probably don't come away with the win, and so, you know, I told our guys we've got to figure it out. You know, I think we're still searching for our identity, and you know, it's not a lack of effort right now, and I just challenged our guys. Our attention to detail, I think, needs to be better. I think guys need to take a little bit more ownership, you know, in the locker room, and just you know, the little things in our program, whether it's film study, weights, you know, how we prepare, and so I'm confident our guys will respond to that and come out and have a really good week of practice.
Now the past game took a massive stride today.
Yeah.
We threw for your first couple touchdowns this season. Ashton had the first 100-yard game. What have you seen from the past game building up to this moment so far?
Yeah, so we took the bye week and we moved some guys around. We moved Shu into the slot and just try to get him in a matchup, and I thought we really did a good job with that tonight. So, you know, kudos to him and our coaching staff, and just still trying to find that identity on putting the best 3 guys on the field consistently and moving some guys around. And so, you know, Hagan Hacker, we moved him from the slot to the outside. I thought he had a really big play tonight on the corner blitz. He made the whole shot, and those are hard to execute, harder than people think, and he executed it really well. And so again, I think that was the big thing. We just moved some guys around. They looked a lot more comfortable in 2 weeks of practice. So, you know, again, that's something that we can definitely build upon.
And then for Clayton, I mean, overall, you know, he ran, he threw the ball with confidence there. What do you think he can do to build on this moving into next week? Yeah,
no, the things that I've talked with him about, and again, playing quarterback, in my opinion, is the hardest position to play in any sport. You know, I'd argue that with anybody, and so a lot of bullets flying at those guys. One of the things that he's going to look at tonight, and we've got to help him better with protection, but a couple of throws he shouldn't have thrown, but there was a couple of sacks that we were in field goal range that really pushed us back and really stressed the field goal and taking a sack on 3rd down. But again, that's not all him. There's protection breakdowns. There were some route issue breakdowns, but just trying to get rid of that ball and not take the sack. But overall, we love that kid, man. Super proud of him. He's competing. He's preparing at a really, really high level for a redshirt freshman. And again, you come out here, you make a start. Bam, you get better. And so, you know, where he's at now to where he's going to be in 3 or 4 weeks, he's just going to keep getting better and better and better.
And you mentioned the field goal game. Joseph had 2 big kicks from 40 and 50. What can you say there? Because he did have some struggles earlier this season with distances, but to drill those and what ended up being the deciding 6 points. What can you just say about that?
Yeah, no, I think Joseph's done a really good job for us. He's a weapon, not just in field goal, but in the kickoffs. And again, he came in and made those 2 really long ones. And so, early in the season, we stretched him a little bit more than he wanted to or I wanted to, but it just, the situation, the strategy kind of dictated we had to try the long field goal because it was, 4th and 8, I think, on one of them, and 4th and 9 on the other one. So not realistic to get the 4th down. But again, just to seeing his confidence to bounce back and make those was absolutely awesome.
And then the run game, you all ran for 200 yards in the end for the 3rd straight week, but it took a little bit to get there.
Sure.
How were you all able to really pick up the ground game late in that 4th and put the game away?
Yeah, I think that, the number one thing is I think we did a really good job of making adjustments on the sideline. I think our coaches did a really good job with that. And then just listening to the guys and the adjustments that they were making in game, I think really helped us. And so, again, when you play with good tempo and you're running 2 to 3 backs back there, I mean, that's going to be kind of the course all year. I think you're going to see later 3rd and 4th quarter yards come to fruition, and we're okay with that for sure.
And then defensively, you had 4 sacks. We held them to under 60 yards rushing, I think about 300 yards in the game. What can you say about the effort of that unit given the circumstances with the injuries?
Yeah, no, I thought the defense played really well tonight. And again, you look at the score, I don't think the score is indicative of how they played, but again, that goes back to us putting them in bad positions with special teams, a long kickoff return on the short field, and then the turnovers that we threw. Washburn got good field position on a couple of them. So other than that, again, I thought they played really well. Just would like to get a couple more turnovers, but overall, we're so improved on that side of the ball. A lot of guys playing there, and it's been really cool.
And what has been the key to that improvement on that side of the ball?
Yeah, I think 2 things. I think recruiting and player development. I think our coaching staff, it's their 2nd year together, 2nd year with their players. They've been able to come in, spend some time in the off season looking at things that, deficient, where we were deficient. We went out and got some people to help solve those issues, and then they've installed concepts and schemes to shore that stuff up. And for the most part, our kids are doing a really good job of executing it.
And finally, you all have a tough game next week up there in Marysville. What do you feel like you all have to improve on to go up there and win that football game?
Well, I mean, anytime you play up there, it's going to be a really hostile environment, and I think you have to get your mind right. Number one, going to that place. They're a really good football team. They're physical right now. They're running the ball really well, but they're completing really down the field passes. And so, the thing that I've seen from them, they're still really, really good on defense, still really good on special teams, and then the offensive side of the football, seen improvement this year on their offense, and they're just more dynamic, a lot more versatile on what they're doing with offense. So for us, we got to have a good week of preparation. We can't be -2 or -3 in the turnover margin, and if we can't do that, or we won't win next week.
Well, Coach, congratulations and
Thank
best
you.
of luck.
Thanks.